In this video, I want to share with you some of the updates we've made to the IKEA Play Kitchen, as well as made a little bit better use of the space we have. First off, before I start, if you haven't seen my original video on the IKEA Play Kitchen, I suggest you watch that first, as that goes over many of the details on how to modify your IKEA Play Kitchen into a Montessori inspired functional kitchen. So the first thing you probably noticed is that I've updated the water pump since that video. The previous one was nice and it looked like a real faucet, but it didn't last long. I want to say it lasted about 7 months before it started acting up. I believe the issue with that water pump was that the on and off button on the top wasn't very water resistant. There was a little bit cracks on the top, so water could kind of get into the board and everything. Since it was designed to be used with these large 5-gallon water jugs, they probably didn't expect wet hands to be pressing the button. This new water pump I installed, the buttons on top are completely sealed, so there's no worry about water damaging any of the inside circuit boards. We've been using this one for about 6 months now and it seems to be holding up pretty well. Another good thing about this water pump is that it has a little bit more options. There are 2 buttons. The one on the left is the normal turn the water pump on, and the water just keeps on pumping out until you press it again to turn it off or the water runs out. The button on the right turns on the water pump and pumps out 600 milliliter of water and then turns itself off. And if you're in the States like me and wondering what 600 milliliter is, it's about 2.5 cups of water. This is fairly handy as it prevents your child from keeping the water running too long. If you don't care for the green color or maybe your marble color or contact paper that you pick clashes with it, they have the water pump available in black as well. I have links down below for both versions. Alright, so here's a tip that helped me out quite a bit. Before you install the water pump, cut out a small section of clear contact paper and put it where you would glue the pump at. This way, if anything happens to the pump like mine did, you can just remove this layer and put the new pump on. While this is supposed to be a play kitchen, we'd rather use it like a real kitchen. We got this drying mat and drying rack and placed it over the fake stovetop so my son could start practicing washing the dishes and utensils after he's done eating. This is going to be a huge learning process as my son usually just likes playing with the sponge and the water, and he's only recently started washing utensils. We just updated the soap dispenser this week as we've been searching for one that would be easier for him to press and get the soap himself. We happened to come across this on sale at a local grocery store. It's not super easy to press, but it's definitely easier than the regular soap dispensers. We did consider getting an automatic soap dispenser, but we wanted him to practice the pressing motion as this helps develop his fine motor skills. On the left side of the kitchen, we placed this IKEA Tiskin basket with suction for him to put his bibs in after meals. Initially, he kept having problems with one of the sides falling down, but once I used some alcohol to clean the suction and the side, I haven't had issues of it falling. I also suggest that you put your hand on the inside when you press down the suction, as it does require quite a bit of pressure to snap into place. We put a small trash can underneath the basket so he has easy access to it, and if there's anything he needs to throw away, it's right there for him. We didn't install the top section of the play kitchen due to space restrictions, but we recently found out that it's the exact same height as the kitchen itself. This is if you don't use the height extenders on the bottom to make the kitchen taller. This is perfect as it allows us to have a bit more space, so we have a place for him to put his own hand towels and an easy to reach spot for tissues. We've also used the fake microwave as a mini cupboard to store snack for him. He can go here anytime and select his own snack. We also rotate some fruits in a bowl for him to pick from, but since we have dogs, we have to be a bit careful on what kind of fruits we leave out here. I haven't quite figured out a use for these hooks on the bottom as they're fairly low, so if you figure something out, please do share. For now, I'm fairly happy with this setup. Let me know down below in the comment section if you have any questions about it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more Montessori inspired content. If you've enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and I'll catch you next time.